Yay! Hello there, everybody. How are we all? I'm alive, and that's the main thing. Apologies that I've started slightly later than planned and indeed advertised. Some technical problems, but you join me at the beginning of a new. Yay! Hello there, everybody. How are we all? Here on the I'm alive. Reacts channel. And that's the main thing. Apologies that I've started slightly later. You can see the team scrolling by underneath. Planned and indeed advertised. The layout's a bit basic for now, problems, but we'll sort of go with it as we. But you join me at the beginning of a new. Yay! Hello there, everybody. How are we all? So we've got England versus Andorra Reacts channel. And that's the main thing. Apologies that I've started slightly later. The team scrolling than planned. I mean, to put it in mind, the layout's a bit basic for now, but we'll sort of go with it as we. You join the son at the beginning of a new. Yay! Hello there, everybody. How are you? Yes, technically. So we've got England versus Andorra Reacts channel. And that's the main thing. Apologies that I've started slightly later. The team scrolling than planned. I mean, to put it in mind, I didn't mute on the YouTube. Apologies. See, technical problems. Apologies, everybody. Hello. Anyway, yes. Yes, so Alvarez is one of the few professionals that the Andorran team have. And he plays, I say he plays, he sits on his arse on the bench in Granada, I think it is. No, not Granada. Somewhere in Spain. I was looking it up earlier. Anyway, in the second division in Spain, he's a bench warmer, and that's basically the best they have. Ah well, we go on. We live and we learn. Let's have a look at the teams, shall we? 1 second. Boop. Hang on, that doesn't need to be quite there, does it? There we go. So. Let's see who Thomas Tuchel has gone for. That's honestly, he is a fucking melter and can do one, in all honesty. But he's gone with a reasonably decent team, I think. What I will say, a little bit surprised that Rashford, having started the season pretty poorly at Barcelona, has gotten the start, and also Harry Kane is an interesting one there because. He's clearly, obviously, the best striker we have, and that's been the case for quite a number of years. But why would you start him in this game when you've got a much more important and more difficult game on Tuesday? Because at his age and given his injuries and stuff, you'd think you'd want him for that game. Fresh and fit and all the rest of it. Do you want him twice? Do you want him playing 2 games in a row? I'm not sure you do. But anyway. And I can't really tell you a lot about the Andorran team because, I mean, look at it. They're literally a team of mostly amateurs. And that's fine. They're from a tiny little country. Like, they don't have a massive pool of players to pick from. But essentially what they're going to do, perfectly understandable, is sit behind the ball and hope, I think. Yeah. Shouldn't be too stressful, this one, hopefully. And hopeful is indeed the word, I think. Anyway, those are the lineups. How are we all feeling? Are we well? Thank you everyone who's popped along as well, by the way. This may or may not be to your liking or taste, but you can stick around if you want to and all the rest of it. And you can watch along yourself. And I will give better commentary than the fucking douchebags doing the commentary, I assure you of that. The game itself actually is... I seem quiet, you say. Let's turn that up. Is that any better? No, hang on. Properties. Oh, it's up full. I shouldn't be quiet. Hang on a minute. Performance mode? filters? Edit filters? Gain. Compressor, limiter, expander? Should we try expander? Is that any better? Is that louder? I think. Maybe that's a little bit louder. Let's try. No, let's leave that there. I think. I don't know if that's made much difference. Is that better? Okay, I put a noise expander on it. I don't know how the fuck that works. Like, if that was always the possibility, then why didn't they just do that? Why make me quieter and make me want to be loud? Fucking annoying. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that I am louder. Because I didn't want to have to do the commentary like that, because that would be terrible. Not that technically what I'm doing is commentary, because I don't have the rights to do that, but, you know. It is what it is. Also, I think this will be better if we get more people in at some point. Like, obviously, this is the very first stream that I'm doing. Well, technically, I did a little practice stream earlier just to check that it was actually fucking working. Which I forgot to take down, but I will at some point, because it was just me gibbering to myself about how I couldn't get the fucking chat to work. But yeah, because you want to kind of get involved with a community and talk about stuff in a way that I'm not sure currently. You know, it's going to be a small audience to begin with, that's going to really work. But I'm excited for it anyway. Yeah, the game itself is actually happening in Birmingham, of all places, at Villa Park, which is a place of evil, as I think I've described in the past. And that's because Wembley Stadium apparently isn't the home of the national football team, and is in fact the home of fucking Coldplay. Yeah, that's right. Coldplay are playing gigs at Wembley, and that's much more important. That people listen to shit music played by fucking self-important wankers. Instead of, you know, Wembley being used for its intended purpose. Oh well. Maybe the Coldplay concert gets hit by a fucking asteroid, who knows? You can dream. I will also be eating as well. Not that this is a mukbang stream or anything, but I have a small selection of chocolates. Look at that scran! Unexpected scran notice. Love it. I say look at it, you can't necessarily see it unless you're watching the exact same stream that I am, which you may or may not be. Let's listen into what the knobheads are saying. Hang on, I have to... If I mute the desktop audio, you shouldn't be able to hear this, I think. And neither can I, because only one of the fucking ears is working. You can't hear that, right? You can't hear Ian Wright and fucking Roy Keane talking shite, can you? Why Villa Park? There's better stadiums than that, surely. True, but they tend to go to weird places anyway. I remember we lost to Hungary at fucking Molineux, Wolverhampton. Very strange. That's true, Miss High. It's actually the shortest number, or the smallest number of games in the first 300 days of a manager's tenure of England, for like since the end of the Second World War, I think. Even Sam Allardyce, who technically only took charge of one game for England before, you know, corruption and all the rest of it, and he had to resign. Even he technically had a better days to games played ratio than the current England team, which is very strange, but there we go. Yeah, it's mad that they're having the World Cup in America still. Fucking hell, man. Like, how fascist does Trump have to go before they do something? It's not like the people of America really give a fuck about football anyway. Hmm. Well, it is. Oh no, I did a politics. How terrible. Anyway, now it's time for the national anthems. Fuck you know. It's mad to me that people say sport and politics doesn't mix. When they're literally playing as nation states. They're doing national anthems now. Melters. Millions of melters are about to sing God Save the King, which, oh, God almighty. Um, which I'm not even sure God can help him with his fucking blood problems, but you know. Yeah. Um, this is obviously like a very political statement, isn't it? It's been in Russia and where? Sadia? I think you mean Qatar. The last two times. It will be in Saudi Arabia. To be fair, Tess, I think he did probably overreact, but I will say Eni Luca was out of order towards him as well. I think it's a little bit of six of one, half a dozen of the other. I think she was a bit of a melter, and so was he. It was dual meltiness. For anyone who doesn't know what that's about, it's really not that fucking important. I love it when they pan down the line of players and like loads of them are black because that will annoy racists enormously. What, the first four dudes were all black dudes? You know that's got some racist creaming in their pants, and that's good. That's positive. Also, if Jed Spence comes off the bench today, at some point he would become the first Muslim to ever play for Britain. No, to play for England, I should say. Um, which would be again would annoy some racists. And that's enough for me. If it annoys bad people, that's fine. It doesn't have to be anything better than that. Oh, come on then, lads. Let's be having you. Not to go too not to go too Delia Smith on you, but there we go. I hope Jed Spence gets on as a Spurs fan. That's well, fair dues. I didn't know you were a Spuds fan. Their season's been an interesting start, hasn't it? Very mixed bag. Well, a damn sight better than last year. Although you did win a European trophy, so again, mixed bag, I suppose. Other than the place of evil, what's Villa Park like for watching a game? It's actually quite a nice stadium in many respects. Quite a big stadium. The one stand, the Holt end, it's fucking massive. It's like a big sheer like bank of football fans. Can be quite intimidating. Travelling players have suggested. So yeah, no, it's not a bad venue. I don't think it'll be an issue tonight, but I do. When you look at that England defensive back line, they do look there for the taking. A proper team might have some fucking fun with that. It's so mad as well. We've only had 3 fucking games of the English football season, and we're having an international break. It's because the entirety of world football is cocked out to the FIFA money grabbers in the fucking Club World Cup. Embarrassing. Right, we want some up tempo. You got it. The thing is, pace, quick passing and movement, and this team will be pulled apart easily. Mm. Maduaki nearly getting around the outside there. He's a good player. Honestly, I think Chelsea might regret letting Maduaki go, to be honest. They got a fair price for him, don't get me wrong, but like, I think he's a very, very talented footballer. A lot of potential. It's bad that it's not a sellout. I know it's only Andorra, but like, empty seats is not a good sign. It's been all England in the early stages, as you'd imagine. Not entirely sure. Have they actually touched the ball properly yet, Andorra? I'm not sure. Oh, nice. Rashford. Oh, ankle breakage. See, Rashford's still got a bit of a gold dust in the toes. Oh, get the fuck up, mate. Puts him on his arse and then bang. Down you go. Let's have a look. No, that's not a foul. Rashford was, I think, sort of looking for a penalty, but how are we doing in chat? What channel is it on? It's on ITV. Not that I want to give them advertisements, but I'm sure you could probably do watch it somewhere else. I've heard, although of course I would never engage in such activities, that there are certain dodgy sticks that one can purchase that will allow you to watch football games on various platforms from all around the world. But of course, that would be illegal, so you shouldn't do that. I would never do that because it is illegal, and therefore, I'm not a criminal. But you know what I will say is that if football streaming services and football organisations are going to try and rip their fans off with exorbitant prices and having to buy a dozen different fucking services to be able to actually watch all of the football they wish to, therefore pricing them out of the market completely, the dodgy stick industry will continue. There you go. Quick passing and moving. That'll do you. If you just settle into it and let them sit behind the ball and just go pass back and across, back and across, back and across, that's not going to get you anywhere. Ooh. Yeah, it's offside anyway. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest sites got busted in the last couple of days. Another one will pop up. They always do. Well, as always, they tell us that this competition thing will definitely work out well for everybody. Then it doesn't. It's crazy, that, isn't it? He's a lot of energy, Maduaka. Oh, yellow card early for Andorra. For Babot? Babu, possibly? I don't know. Literally all England. I mean, they can barely get a touch, Andorra. They really are just parking the bus. And that's, again, that's what I said they'd do, and it's understandable. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Anderson does. That Forest team were really good last year. Ooh. Oh, what the referee? Sort yourself out, mate. That was obviously a fucking pull on his arm. Oh, nearly got through. And again, the problem that these smaller teams have is that they can't keep possession, and so they're constantly having to make running and running, and then come 60, 70 minutes, they're knackered. Fresh players come on for England, and what was maybe 1-0 turns into 5 and 6. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Oh, put behind by the Andorra defender for a corner. That's a great ball. Oh, it's not a corner. Didn't it? I went out for a throw. I hope it works out for Rashford at Barca. Because I think there is still a suspicion in Europe of like English technical talent. They obviously realise we're quite a good team, but in terms of technique and ability, there's still, I think, some doubts and questions. Um, And I think it would be really good as such a high profile club on the continent if we had an English player that, showed what he could do. It hasn't started well for him. He started one game and came off after an hour. You know. Oh. See, this is the problem, right? Dickheads trying to play out from the back. No offense, but like, if you are Andorra, you can't play out from the back. So why are you trying that shit? See, it's not the people say fucking Guardiola's destroyed the game. It's not true. He has the players to be able to play that way and does it fucking brilliantly. Obviously, even if a dodgy start to this season, and not a great one last, but he's won a lot of titles over the last decade. Oh, Kane gets a weak left foot shot away, easily saved. Yeah, he's been very successful doing it, right? But if you're Andorra, or like, who was the team the other day? I think it was something like Rotherham. They ended up conceding a goal, basically directly from trying to play out from the back. And you're like, you're fucking Rotherham, lads. Like, you ain't fucking world class or nothing. Oh, does that technically count as a shot from Andorra? I think so. It was going miles wide, but it was technically a shot. Well done, I guess. Um, yeah, there's a time and a place, and the time is never if you're Andorra to try and play out from the back. Sometimes it's best to try and be a bit more direct in your approach. Oh, pass behind him. I quite like the energy from England, though, I've got to say. That's what you want. You don't want the kind of boring, stale performances that you've gotten so far under Tuchel. If you just show some energy, some one-touch stuff, you should be able to break this team down. Because even though it's not necessarily England's base, miles offside there. Very poorly timed run from Kane. He's sort of wasted, I think, Kane, in this game, to be honest. Although, from his perspective, it's a good opportunity to score more goals and pull further clear as the leading scorer. To the point where he might be uncatchable at some point. Why do they fucking wait forever to just give the... He's offside. He's obviously a mile offside. Just give it offside. Why have you got to wait until he fucking... Like, it touches the ball and then everyone's retreated 20 yards? Just fucking flag him offside. He's obviously offside. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. And I don't want to see that as well, pussying out of challenges. Because you don't want to get injured against Andorra. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is, you've still got to put your foot in. Is the ironically named Margahi playing? Yes, he is. He's starting at centre half. He's probably, to be fair, he's probably first choice at centre half. Which I think is telling in terms of the fact that, England's defensive unit are not great. So he's trying, Maduaki. He is. He's giving it some. A lot of white people in that audience. No point in getting yellows today. Well, he wouldn't have gotten a yellow. He just pulled out of the tackle because it might get hurt, you know. It was a perfectly fair opportunity to challenge. That's a lovely move. Oh, as they shoot straight at the keeper. Decent chance. It's well moved. Again, it's quick. It's sort of one touch, pass and move stuff. You get the opportunity, and then actually, well, I think it's deflected straight at the keeper. Dan Burner really does remind me of that kind of old school centre half. He's not the most technically gifted, but he's a big, tall lad. It's a corner, isn't it? Yep, corner for England. Send Dan Burn up. Get his big fucking slab on it. Bosh. Oh. Need Bowen for Maduake. You reckon? Or are you glad that his move to Liverpool broke down? What's your beef? Do you just not like Liverpool? Or do you not like him, or both? How come the keeper's allowed to push the centre forward, but if the centre forward sneezes near the keeper, he gets a free kick? That's wild. Oh, shot from the edge of the area, blocked. Or what a waste! As a centre half, you'd be fucking furious. There, you've ran all the way up the bastard pitch, and they've not even put a cross in. I've tried to work some fancy Dan bullshit and got nowhere with it. Fucking hell. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, shit touch. Rashford. He doesn't quite. This really doesn't look the same player he was. And it's not. It's not injuries, is it? It's just. I don't know. He's well gone off. That's an awful touch. Yeah, Rashford is just not the same player. Oh, awful bit of defending there from Andorra. It's a scramble, and then, oh god. Oh, and then the player miscontrols it, and out he goes for a throw in. Declan Rice. A comedy of twatty errors. Mm, so far, you got to say we haven't really threatened their goal too much. Couple of speculative long efforts. Good ball across the box that didn't go anywhere. It's only, still first 20 minutes, but, Mm-hmm. Good to see Reece James out there as well. Hopefully he gets a decent period of no injuries from now on. Because there's no doubt he could be a big factor for England. Oh, Pickford, what the fuck are you doing? You're not a ball player, my man. Stop pretending you are. He hacks it clear in the end, but there's no need to put yourselves under that kind of pressure. Again, there's a time and a place. If you're under that kind of pressure and they're pressing that high up the field, which, to be fair, you probably aren't expecting that from Andorra, but there's was it discretion is the better part of valor. Just fucking hoof the bastard thing. Get it away from your goal. They swarm in defence. Wherever the ball is, there's two of them trying to fucking close it down. Which you've got to admire from Andorra, but you know they're not going to be able to keep it up for 90 minutes. Gigaday. They're going to tire after an hour, because a lot of them aren't even professionals. They just don't have the same conditioning at all. Oh, for fuck's sake. And another move breaks down. See, now this is the problem with teams that are kind of possession happy. Which is fine to be when you're against a decent team that are going to come out and try and win the ball off you. In a normal setting, getting more possession generally means you're going to, have a very good chance of winning the game. But against Andorra, they're happy for you to have the ball, on the halfway line, passing it across your back line. That's no fucking threat to them. They're not trying to win the ball back, really, and they're not trying to score a goal, especially. Like, if they get an opportunity to shoot, they will, but like, they're not. They don't think they're going to score. For them, if they score a goal, even if they lose 8-1, that's a win for them. So they're not expecting to score a goal. So they're happy for you to just have the fucking ball and do nothing with it. Which, unfortunately, is England's comfortable mode, is just having the ball and doing fuck all with it. It was what used to infuriate me about Southgate's England, and this team doesn't seem vastly different, unfortunately. Fucking tedious to watch. To be fair, they made finals and semi-finals and stuff. You can't argue with the results, but there's a lot of talent in this squad, and they just, you feel like it was opportunities squandered. However ungrateful that seems, considering the lack of success during the quote-unquote golden generation. Oh, great ball into the middle. Can he keep it alive? Yes. Oh! Oh, scrambled. Well cleared, though. Ball's coming back, though, for England. Good cross. Oh! It's a fucking excellent delivery. And Kane can't quite get his trotter out to it. I think, was it Eze with the ball into the middle? Oh, and he just can't. No, it's Reece James with the ball. And neither Eze or Kane can get a little pinky toe on it as it flashed across the 6-yard area. Good football, though. You gotta say reasonably well defended by Andorra as well. Sometimes a ball across the middle like that is just too dangerous. You can't really do anything with it. But again, if you move the ball quickly, you can break a team down. You can create chances. which might seem simplistic, and it sort of is to a degree, but you're not playing against a fantastically complex tactical scheme. Parking the bus is not fucking, keyhole surgery stuff. Oh, it's nicely worked again. Ball into the middle. Oh, it's an own goal. Oh, no. You poor bastard. Oh, it was good play. You got to say, it was a fantastic ball. I suppose he had to do something about it. And he stretched for it and deflected it past his own keeper to the far corner. Oh, that's guttage. See, I said Andorra weren't expecting to score a goal. I don't think they were expecting to score a goal in either of their goals. And oh no, mate, who's that? Who scored it? Oh, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it's number 6, whoever the fuck that is. Christian Garcia. Anyway, 1-0 England. Let's fucking go. Right. Boom. Well, there you go. You move the ball quickly, you get it out wide, you put a cross in. 1-0. Excellent. Ideally, you'd prefer to score it yourself rather than an own goal. Why are you passing it at the back for? Again, they're pressing high up, lads. You don't need to do this. I mean, they work it well in the end, it has to be said, but great finish. Oh no, no. Yeah, it was a good finish, to be fair. Unintentional, but still. Fox in the box, just the wrong box. Cut out again. But yeah, England back on the front foot. I think they want to have this wrapped up by half time, which is understandable. Take it a little bit easier in the second half. It's a long season, you're only 3 games into it. That's an awful ball. Goal kick to Andorra. Mark Gahey, not really a player known for his forward movements. Hey, hello, some random geek. Everyone go and follow some random geek. They don't really do sports related content as far as I'm aware, but it doesn't matter. They're still a friend of the channel. Why does the Andorra manager look like every drunk in every bar in the country? To be fair, Thomas Tuchel looks a bit like a drunk in a bar as well. Well, not necessarily a drunk, but like a person you would see regularly in the same bar who've got tall tales. If we win, we can definitely say the roundabout painters. True. True. It's all them flags that what they've been putting up on lampposts. That's what's made the nation great again. Eey. Honestly, painting a roundabout has to be the most divorced fucking activity imaginable. Oh, oh, Nilo. Some showboating. Some showboating from Rashford. The back heel there that nearly came off. It's a horrible looking football that you're using. Looks like it's been fucking burned or something. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Oh, Kane can't quite work it across. Oh, now he's got it. Oh, Kane gets it back from the deflection and then loses it. Oh. See, Andorra again are trying to play out from the back and lose the fucking ball. Stop it. You're not that good, lads. Oh, no. Oh, and it ping pongs back and forth there and cleared. Oh, God. It's genuinely quite comical to see them try and play out from the back. Like, what on earth are you doing? You're making yourself look silly. Oh, England lose it. Oh, and there's a break on. Fucking hell. Briefly, it was 1-on-1 between the Andorran striker and Dan Burn. But now England have got back, safe as houses. And win a throw-in. I think that was the closest we're going to get to a fucking counter-attack. Oh, fuck off, man. Dan Burn, you are not a footballer. Stop trying to play football. See, that's what you do. You're a good tackler. You're a defender. Don't try and play through balls. Who the fuck do you think you are? Franz Beckenbauer, you ain't, motherfucker. Give the ball to one of the footballers on the pitch and let them do it. See, this is the kind of game where Rice makes an absolute embarrassment of the amateurs. Because, like, he can outread the game against, like, the top midfielders in the world. And against these lads, he just steps across. Yeah. Like, he's 2 or 3 paces ahead of all of them. Just snuffs out that trouble completely. Which, like I say, he can do that against the best. So, against, like I say, amateurs, he's dominant. I still don't know that he's 100 million quid's worth of dominant, but he is dominant. Well, I mean, ethically speaking, no one's worth 100 million quid, but you know what I mean. In the marketplace. Burn makes Maguire look like Baresa. He's not a footballer, that's the thing. And that's fine. You're not in the team to be a footballer. You know, you're not choosing the goalkeeper for his dribbling abilities. Your centre half needs to be able to fucking defend, and Dan Burn can do that. So when he gets the ball at his feet, he needs to find the nearest player with the same colour shirt as he has on, and give it to him, and then move the fuck away from the ball. I'm always curious if the actual team can turn around to the national team and say, fuck off, you'll get injured playing for you. Nope. They're not allowed to do that. I'm reminded of Gareth Bale, who basically was being paid about 500 grand a week by Real Madrid to not play for them, except for the 2 games leading up to the international break, which he would use to become conditioned to match fitness, so that he could play the 2 games for Wales and then come back injured and play the next, spend the next 2 months playing golf. And he did this for about fucking 2 or 3 seasons at the end there. It was amazing. Honestly, he played more golf than he did fucking minutes for Real Madrid. And as the team, you just sort of have to put up with that, really. Like, the teams aren't complaining when their young players get international caps and all of a sudden they're worth twice as much as they used to be. The teams are okay with that aspect of it, aren't they? There you go, Dan Burn. Bam Bam. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Fucking Bam Bam gets his slab on it. Oof. Don't try and bring it down, just fucking head the ball. Fucking Abby normal. Are you enjoying doing this so far? Absolutely, yeah. 100%. I'm in my element. But I'll be on my other channel later. Probably with a bit of slop. I've got 1 or 2 ideas. I say slop. I mean, slop's just sort of a catch-all phrase at this point. You know what I mean? Political content of a sort. That's right. Again, Dan Burn, just pass it back to the keeper. Don't try and dribble. Don't try and take anyone on. That's not your game. Right, Rashford, what can you do, if anything? Oh, Kane. Gives the ball away. And then so do Andorra. There are quite a few empty seats. A little bit concerning. I wonder how much they were. Probably pretty expensive, I imagine. Oh, nice one too. Cut out by Andorra. Corner for England. Rashford's posed a bit of a threat. You can tell he's sort of lacking that little bit of cutting edge at times, but he's looked all right. There he is. Bam, bam. Go on, lad. Get your bonce on it. Assuming they actually put a fucking cross in this time. Jesus. There we go. In comes the ball. Oh, he was right there. Bam, bam. Cleared for a corner on the other side. Is he the ugliest England manager ever? Tuchel? I mean, Allardyce was monted, I guess, but, you know. Well worked on the edge of the area. Ball comes in. Header from Kane is over the bar. Oh well. It's been a dominant, if not necessarily critical, clinical half of football so far. How's everyone in chat getting on? Are we well? Are we enjoying? Are we watching along? Why has their number 15 got a hairband on short hair? I have no idea. I stopped looking for answers to questions like that a long time ago. Footballers just wear weird shit now. Don't play football, Dan. You can. He's tempted. He wants to go forward and play, but he's just. You're not. You're not that player. I know you're teammates with Isaac and all of that now, but like, no, not teammates with Isaac anymore. Is that a corner? No, goal kick. Oh, it's so unfortunate, the own goal. I mean, he really did have to do something with it because, like, Kane was right behind him, but. Madwaki's never fucking claiming that, is he? Behave yourself. Oh, look at Kane. Oh, he's a strong boy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Great chance to break then. They fuck it up and end up fouling. This is too wholesome for you, Kev. True. Very true. But this is the way on this channel. I will still swear and do a few silly jokes and stuff from time to time, but yeah, no, it's this is wholesome. Seems like they're probably reasonably happy to go in 1-0 up at half time. And not exactly busting a gut here. Doing the happy just to be in possession of the ball type thing. Oh, Rashford with the break. Oh, cleared. Yep, Rashford's trying. You got to give him that. Oh, it's just imprecise. Are you doing all right, chat? See, because I'm not monetized on this particular stream, you don't have to put up with me saying you can do this and that and fucking bits messages and all that shit. For now. Oh, fucking hell. They're determined to give this ball away. But Andorra just won't accept the ball. They keep giving it straight back. Oh, nice move. Madaraki get around the outside. Oh, good cross. Oh, cleared. Oh, Ezra nearly got on the end of that. What can Rashford do? They're trying to get him isolated one-on-one against the fullback, and they're not having it. This ain't basketball, bitch. We don't have to fucking clear out for you. Oh, fucking hell. That's just lazy. Let the fucking ball run out. Fair play to Andorra. They've done reasonably well considering. At half time, fucking hell, thank God for that. The last 5 minutes was fucking dreadful. So yeah, half time, 1-0. Lovely stuff. Oh. How are we getting on, chat? You okay? The best thing McLaren did was his fake Dutch accent when he had been there about 2 weeks. Yeah, that is true. That is fucking true. I'll find that. It's got to be on YouTube, surely. I'll just put McLaren Dutch. There you go, Dutch accent. Boom. This isn't him, by the way. That would be... Because that's actually like a person who can speak Dutch. Hang on, this is the better one, I think. Hang on, what? Oh, it's muted. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, we'll start it again then.
I sort of knew when I came here and Champions League, Liverpool or Arsenal, I thought maybe one of them we would draw. And
one of them we would draw. Why have you turned into fucking Dutch Yoda? Yoda. Yoda.
It is Arsenal, I think, one of the toughest teams in the draw. And I think it will be very, very difficult for our players, but also a great experience. We have a young team, and to experience big games, Champions League, Arsenal, at home.
It's how Trump speaks. I've just noticed that. It's how Trump speaks, but like, just in English. It's just that kind of staccato nonsense.
The Emirates will be fantastic for the players, not just for now, but in the future as well.
It must be very special for you personally.
Yeah, of course. It's one of the reasons I came, because a good team and they qualified Champions League. So it's one of the reasons I came, to draw Arsenal, one of the big teams. Is exciting for everybody.
Arsenal is a big team. What are your chances against Arsenal?
I say, I think we are not just what you call underdogs, but massive underdogs. I think.
What? Bang on! Whoa! No, He's literally doing he's pretending to be foreign. How you say underdogs? No, you don't need to say how you say underdogs because you're speaking in English. You know the word is underdogs. That's not how you say it. It's how I say it. Why, you fucking knob?
I think there is no
Did he ever explain? Maybe. I don't know, man. He's mental.
expectations for FC20, so everything is there for a surprise. We have nothing to lose, so we go into the game nice and relaxed, enjoy the experience.
But you know the English football by heart.
I do. We know the team very well and Arsenal very well, so it is.
Yeah, you didn't know it that fucking well when you fucking failed to qualify for the Euros, you bell piece.
Nothing new, and I think the players, they know all the Arsenal players and they watch them Premier League. I think they are one of the top teams in Europe, and it will be good for our players to play against that quality, because anything after that may be a little easier.
Yeah, you have a very talented group, but they don't have a lot of experience in big European games. Is that going to be a problem?
We will see on the night.
Oh.
Some people, they grow with the experience, and I hope the players.
It is
will
very
take...
hello, yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, right. Let's have a look at the other results or scores. Serbia. Oh, Serbia did win against Latvia. They held on for a 1-0 win. Which, I mean, that's probably what you'd expect. Which leaves the table. Where are England? There you go. So we'd be 5 points clear with the game in hand. Sorry, with Serbia having the game in hand, but we play Serbia on Tuesday, don't we? Oh, Portugal are a 3-0 up against Armenia. How is Cristiano Ronaldo still fucking playing? He's like a million. João Felix, Cristiano Ronaldo, and João Cancelo for Portugal. How are they doing in their table? I imagine relatively well. Oh, they're one of the ones that has only just started. So, they're in Ireland's group. Oh, that's a dangerous group, man. Like Armenia are a bit shit, obviously, but the Ireland, Hungary, and Portugal. Honestly, they could end up in any of those three of those positions. You'd probably expect Portugal to win that group, but if any of those three teams finished in any of the three positions in whatever combination, it wouldn't be that surprising. You'd probably expect Portugal to win, but Hungary or Ireland could easily finish second and go into the playoffs. Oh, the Scottish Cup, there was a 10-0 win. Oof. Oofa doofa. And Ireland play Hungary later, that would be interesting. No, that's not right. There we go, that one. Boom. Hello there, chap. I'll have to improve my lighting for the day games and stuff as well, because it's not really getting it done, is it? Where's the... Hang on. Webcam. Because I'm fucking red at the minute. Let's configure video. Oh, that's why I look terrible. Because I haven't fucking white balance. There we go. That's a bit better. Hey, I look vaguely the right shade as of a human being now. Kev, I just checked. Cristiano Ronaldo is 40 years old. Yeah, but he's too busy enjoying the high life in the human rights loving country of Saudi Arabia. Cunt. Unbelievable shit, man. Honestly, anyone who takes Saudi fucking money is dead to me. Which is one of the main reasons that I don't want fucking Jordan Henderson anywhere near this England team, even though he's on the bench. Like, for a start off, you're old and a bit shit now. And you were never that great to fucking begin with. But you fucked off to Saudi Arabia, mate. You decided you wanted the blood money. That's it. It's over. You can't be taken seriously now. Kev, if Andorra score, will you be smashing your keyboard? Absolutely not, no. Because for a start off, it won't be happening. And secondly, like, yeah, England are going to score again. So even if they did somehow score, like, England are going to win this 3 or 4-0, you would think. Or 3 or 4-1 in that instance. Dan Burn takes Saudi money. That's, I suppose, technically true, but he is an English club at least. I mean, in that sense, everyone takes Saudi money because Saudis basically own the world now. But yeah, I mean, he does, yeah. The Saudi Arabians do own Newcastle United. And he could move, but he doesn't want to. McCoy's retired at 44. Even the Killy fans wanted him off the pitch most of the time. Yeah, there are some players who just don't want to stop. They just don't know when to. They just carry on forever and ever. Fucking Jermaine Defoe, he was like 40 when he stopped. How old was Peter Shilton? He was like 42 when he finished. He was one of the very few people who played in the 70s who made it all the way into the Premier League era, technically. He's still the most capped England player as well, Shilton. And he did get out-jumped by a little midget Argentine, so... Although you probably shouldn't use that word, but you know what I mean. What's this? McLaren tempting fate on Sky Sports News. Has this just turned into fuck Steve McLaren? Is that what we're doing now?
Dominating the game, playing and staying in Iceland's heart. Down the right-hand side, Sturridge and Walker causing all kinds of problems. And with
What happened to his Dutch accent? He lost that quick, didn't he?
that, Sterling is able to run across the field like he did for the penalty and is causing problems. England have had 2 corners, defending zonal, Iceland, and England are causing them problems. It's been a perfect response. You'd think that, no problem, start again, keep dominating, keep getting pressure on the Iceland back four. The only thing that they have got is the big boy up front, Sigurdsson, who really, Sigthorsson. Oh my word! Oh, tell us to do that. You know what happened. I'm just saying. Sigthorsson continues dominating the game, playing and staying in Iceland's heart.
That face, you can pinpoint the exact moment where his heart breaks. There it is. Oh no. This was the moment he realised he fucked up. Oh, bless him. Oh, can we keep him, chap? Can we keep him? I'll take him for a walk every day. I promise. What an absolute fucking knobhead. Was it McLaren who abused disabled people? No, you're thinking of Glenn Hoddle, who I don't think he abused disabled people. He went to he was a bit into the woo woo rubbish, right? And he went into he went to some faith healer woman who claimed that disabled people were disabled because of bad things they'd done in a past life, like some reincarnation, sort of like a kind of weird bastardization of Hindu philosophy, I believe. Um, and he was like, he bought into all of that shit, and like, didn't he write like a foreword for a book she wrote or something as well? And that was one of the reasons he had to like, yeah, Elaine Drury, that was her, yeah. She's got to be dead now, surely. Surely. Does Pickford have more caps than fucking David Seaman? That's mad. Actually, oh god, I found out a stat the other day, which offended me, and it's not even about England caps; it's about France. I mean, you either know these people or you don't. It involves Bruno Cheyrou, who was a terrible French centre half for Liverpool back in the 2000s, and Mathieu Flamini, who was a very decent central midfielder for Arsenal and Milan in the sort of 2010s. They both have the same number of caps for France. They both managed a total of 3 caps each, which is nothing to be sniffed at. France were a very good team. But the fact that they've got the same number of caps is just... that upset me. It's the immorality of it, the unfairness of it, disgusted me, in all honesty. Yeah, I said it. Looks like there are no substitutions at half time, as far as we can tell. For either team, it would appear. Including our old friend Pau Babot, who is still on his yellow card. Cheyrou was a midfielder. You get the idea. You get the idea. Don't start with me. Oh, we have the same problem we always have at Wembley, the fucking half-time prawn sandwich wankers, which makes the stadium look empty. God almighty. I suppose it shouldn't matter, but you know. Houllier called him the new Zidane, yeah, but Houllier was a knobhead. Actually, I'd say knobhead. That's not really fair, but... yeah, no substitutions at half time. Early doors in the second half, but they look, again, it's the same sort of pattern of play. Again, Mark Gahey trying to play football. Don't do that. Was he offside there, Kane? I don't know. Yes, he was. Of course he fucking was. To be fair, if he'd passed the fucking ball when he wanted it, he wouldn't have mistimed his run. Oh, Andorra almost looked like a football team for a second there. Almost. Come on now, England, for fuck's sake. Again, it's stale and it's flat. Come on. Dan Burn, stop trying to play football. Just smashed it out cross field like he was fucking Beckham. Put it straight out of play, obviously. Without doxing yourself, Kev, how far are you from Villa Park? Miles away. Yeah, no, it's the other end of the city, really. I live in the south of the city, and it's very much in the north. Ever is a oh, good save. Oh, Rashford puts the wide. It's a really good chance. One of them should have scored. At least there's a got his shot on target, forced the save. And then Rashford puts it miles wide. That's shit. That's shit. Anyway. Yeah, the Villa Park's miles from me. But I did used to work not far from there. Long time ago now at the HP factory. Which is HP is a type of horrible sauce. And I worked in the factory there in Aston for about 6 months. And now it's closed because literally everything is closed. Industry doesn't exist in this country anymore. Oh! Is he not offside there? Oh, what a save! Oh! England nicked the ball. It looked like Kane might have been offside. And then he passes it back across. And I think it was Eze, maybe, that got the shot away. And it was a fantastic save. That's a great save. Look at that. Oh, no, it was Anderson. That's a fucking brilliant save. Look at that. Fingertips. But he managed to get a strong hand there. That's an excellent save. Honestly, he's been sat on the bench at Cordoba all season. Maybe get him on board. Maybe get him in goals because he can fucking, if he's just save a shot like that. Andorra got a free kick now as well. I can launch one into the box. This would be a turn up for the books. Not a bad delivery as well. Oh, it's bobbling around. Chance to shoot. Ooh. Oliveira sliced across it a little bit and it went over. But that was a little bit dangerous. Again, you don't have to play out from the back all the time. You can be more direct. But they have beaten the press. And if he's onside there, great chance. Oh, Eze! He was offside to begin with, though, but still, you've got to put that in the back of the net. Yeah, Rashford was just offside. But the cutback was really good. Eze, left footed, and it just slices it miles over. Was a little bit behind him, but still, you've got to finish these chances. Oh, Rashford. He lost the ball, gives away the fucking throw in. He's done some good things, but you do think against this quality of opposition, you've got to be better than this, I think. If you want to be taken seriously as a fucking Barcelona and England player, you really got to have better end results. You can't just have little flashes of little ticky-tacky brilliance. You've got to be actually consistent and produce. Oh, Lewis Scully's lost the ball. And look, the Andorrans aren't even trying to come forward. Fucking hell. Oh. Oh, it's a great ball. Oh, no, it's just skipped away. It was good. Giving shit little tackles now. Cuckoo! That is the name of one of their players. That's not a great crowd. That's to be said. It's not a sellout by any means. Yeah, Scotland did get a cracking result in Denmark. Because that's realistically on paper, away from home at Denmark was going to be their most difficult game, and they come away with the result. Excellent stuff. Couple of changes for Andorra. One player that I've never heard of gets replaced by another one. And another player I've never heard of gets replaced by someone I've never heard of. Cuckoo's gone off. You're bringing on someone from the 5th division of Spain. Bear in mind they have 2 professional divisions in Spain. It's a great first touch from Ezra. Am I okay with a shit cross? Yeah, I think he's going to make some changes here because this is flat. Flat, boring, sterile football. That's why I was hoping after Southgate, get someone in who wants to play a bit of fucking football, but they brought in basically German Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate. And it's the same boring shit as ever. Oh, offside. How very, very boring. This is fucking dreadful football. It was alright first half an hour. It wasn't desperately bad at all. Thomas Tuchel can do one. Honestly, I'm so unimpressed. Ez is one hell of a fucking player. Just he's got that magnetic touch with the ball on his foot, you know. Rashford, oh, deflected away for a corner. Well, that was a bit better. Decent football. Chance to deliver a cross. Oh, Burns flicked it to the back post. See, that's what you do. Bam, bam. Get your nod on it, mate. Boom, back across goal. Dangerous. You don't use your feet, you use your head. And I don't mean use your head as in think, because I don't think that's your game either. Ooh. Cross was cut out. They're winning it back easy enough, though. Which, I mean, it's Andorra. Let's not fucking... Let's not... They're not pulling up trees, but, you know. The possession stats must be fucking crazy. Oh, gives it away, though. Let's have a look at the stats. 81.9%. Over 4/5 of the ball. Yeah, it's not a balanced game. But, I suppose if you're Andorra, it's only 1-0. Yeah, England have been shit in this second half, really. They've had all the ball and all the territory. Like, it's not been uncomfortable or anything. But it's just completely ruined the fucking flow of things, and the atmosphere's absolutely dead now because it's not exciting at all. Again, Andorra can't get out of their half, but we've just got them pressed deep and we can't pass through them. It's all far too compacted. Rashford trying to run at him, loses it. Gives away a goal kick. At least Big Ange would play adventurous football. True. I was just showing what happened with him. He was fucking brilliant at Celtic, really. Considering the kind of limitations in terms of the money. And then went to Tottenham and it was just awful. From start to finish, it was just dreadful. But he did play attacking football, you know. I possibly to a fault in his case, but you know. Great cross. Yes, 2-0. There you go. Excellent cross. Reece James with an absolutely beautiful high arcing ball to the back post. Declan Rice nods it in. 2-0. Game over. Let's go. It's a beautiful delivery, really. And that's not the first of those deliveries from Reece James. That's what I mean. If we can get a good, healthy season out of him, he could be really dangerous come the World Cup. He could be really fucking good. Judas. Boo. It is funny to me that both Grealish and Rice turned up for Ireland and then went, nah, fuck it, England want me now. That you shouldn't be allowed to do that. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Once you've made your choice and you've played for one of the teams, that's it. You can only play for that fucking team. Absolutely barmo. Although it happens the other way, of course. Fucking Wilfred Zaha got one cap for England and then fucked off to play for was it Ivory Coast, I think he went to play for? So, you know, it happens both ways. Oh, and the rapist, of course, Mason Greenwood, got a cap for England and then raped and domestically abused his then girlfriend. Or fiance, possibly, whatever. And now is, I think, qualified to play for and is going to play for Jamaica. It is rather unfortunate for Jamaica. Yeah, there have been changes for England. Livramento, Rogers, and somebody else. Hang on a second. Gordon are on for James. So the last thing he did was get an assist. And Rice, the last thing he did was score a goal. And Rashford, who... mixed bag. Some good things, but a real lack of kind of end result. End quality. Yeah, England play again on Tuesday against Serbia. Which should be good. So we go from on paper our easiest game at home against Andorra to probably the most difficult game in qualifying away at Serbia. Serbia are a decent team, and it's not a nice place to go and play as an outside team. To quote the great Frankie Boyle about Serbia, the most. Was it Serbia, the most tolerant nation in the world because they murdered all of their intolerant people? Yeah. It's that sort of place. Lots of, let's say, ethnic tensions over the course of time. Oh, why are you trying to pay out from the back, Andorra? You're not even professional footballers, most of you. Aye. I mean, they cleared it in the end, but look, you're just putting yourselves under so much more needless pressure. Fucking hell. We watching on Tuesday? Yeah, absolutely. No, I'll be back on this channel on Tuesday for that one. Because that one should be spicy. They'll be fighting like fuck. I guarantee. The build up to that game will be very spicy, and I'll bring all of the news of the street fighting in Belgrade, or is it in Belgrade? I presume it is. Oh, good cross. And Kane can't quite get there. Why is Kane still on the pitch, by the way? Like, we've got a game Tuesday. And he's old now. Or older. And the game's over now. It's 2-0. Just take him the fuck off the pitch. That's why I don't think he should even have played in this game. Tuesday's way more important. It's a difficult game. You're going to need someone of his quality, so make sure he's like in peak condition to play 90 minutes on Tuesday. Plus, it's obviously like a kind of a news story that Watkins, the Aston Villa striker, could have started and played 90 minutes at Villa Park, right? That's a good, interesting narrative. They're at the Rajo Mitic Stadium in Belgrade, Kev. I can only imagine the kind of war crimes that fucking Radko Mitic committed to get his name on a stadium. He probably killed many innocent villagers. Or was probably just a decent footballer in the 70s or something. I don't know. Sponsored by Gazprom. Of course, everything's sponsored by Gazprom. It's Eastern Europe, for fuck's sake. Rogers is up for it, chasing down balls like that. He's got a stupid little beard, though. Is it mad, or does it sound like Livramento sounds like a way more foreign name than like Maduake or Saka or Unketia or something, you know? Mark Gay is coming off for Ezri Konsa. Yeah, Navigator, that's the thing, yeah. If your name's on a football stadium, you're either, yeah, okay, or like terrible evil bastard. Or if you're in the case of the National Stadium of Azerbaijan, and I can't remember for the life of me his fucking name, but there was the quote unquote Russian linesman in the 1966 World Cup final that basically gave England incorrectly a goal. It hadn't crossed the line, but he said it did, so it was given, you know. And he became famous, but he wasn't Russian. He was from Azerbaijan, which was part of the USSR. And so they named the stadium after him as like the most famous Azeri ever. And you're like, you got your name on a football stadium for making a bad decision. Look, don't get me wrong, it wasn't. Oh, great cross! Oh, Anthony Gordon, you got to score. He was offside though, but still. Yeah, you got your name on a stadium for making a bad decision. Such is life, I suppose. It's a great cross again, though. Oh, it comes off his shoulder. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe controversial, here, but I think Anthony Gordon is one of the most overrated players in English history. That's not to say he's a bad player. He's just very overrated, and they massively overpaid for him. Ratko Mitic was a Red Star Belgrade top player from the 40s onwards. Presumably the late 40s, because if he was around during the mid 40s and the early 40s, I don't know they had much football going on there at the time. Just saying. There were definitely partisans, but it was not partisan Belgrade. I am very clever. No, I think Andorra have given a decent account of themselves, really. They played exactly the way you expect them to play. Nothing surprising, but we're 80 minutes in, or nearly 80 minutes in, and they haven't really tired or looked terrible. They look a compact and pretty well drilled team, to be honest, which is very different to how Andorra used to be. Like, you can tell there is an increased number of professionals among them who do like proper training day to day, as opposed to it being like two fifth division Spanish players and then like a bunch of carpenters and bus drivers and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with being a carpenter or a bus driver, but it doesn't necessarily prepare you well for international football. Anderson's looked good in the middle. Solid player. Been a bit of a damp squib this second half, really. Random person being replaced by random person for Andorra. I nearly said fucking Albania then. Oh, come on, referee. Come on, lads, let's do something. Good cross. Oh, cleared away. Corner. It's a great cross by Rogers. Let's see if they can do anything from this corner. Oh, God. Now he's noticed something's happened. You watch, he blows for a free kick. Straight away. They always fucking do this, the refs. Oh, it does still say 1-0. Apologies. I'm not used to this. Thank you, someone, for telling me that. Oop. Thank you. I'm new to this. Are they going to put a ball in? No. Madueke. It's up in the air. Gibbs White's just come on as well. Madueke. Oh, Gibbs White's good. It's a shot on target, but dribbles into the keeper's arms. Oh, Andorra coming forward. England with 2 banks of 4. How the worm has turned. And then they fell. That's the end of that. The stadium itself looks very open. What do you mean, like they've got gaps between the stands? Yeah, it's an old stadium, really. It's not one of these modern bowl type things. Lee Dixon's a knob. I'm just saying, you can't hear the commentary, but he's just a knob. Oh, good cross. Cleared though. 5 minutes left. I think both teams are happy enough with where the score is, really. Oh, nearly another own goal. Livramento at the back post, putting the ball back across, and came off an Andorran leg and spooned up and slightly wide. That would have been harsh. Oh, could that have been a penalty? They weren't trying to play the ball. It would have been soft, but the ref hasn't given it, so it doesn't matter. There is VAR for the game, but I don't think they're going to bother. Again, Gordon, I don't think he's that great, to be honest. Well cut out by Andorra. Ooh, and they almost had a break on. But no. Stadium's a third full at this point, I think. It'd be an England corner. No, that's not a penalty. No. Just seeing the replays. Deep cross. Ooh. Oh, it's... Oh! Oh, Dan Burns with a poor challenge. See, that's it. Don't try and play football. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, yellow card for Dan Burns. Mistimed. Studs on his foot. Yeah. How many fucking... It's so annoying. It used to be 3 substitutions, and now it's just like, bring on whoever you like. Fucking dozen subs. It's like the bad old days with the fucking friendlies where they used to have unlimited fucking substitutes. Kev, what's your opinion on VAR? I think it's a cancerous scourge. I think it's made the game worse, not better. And I don't think it's necessarily helped in terms of number of correct decisions either. I like the goal line technology because that's conclusive, right? Everyone agrees, the chip in the ball, if it crosses the line, they've got the cameras. Yeah, he gets a beep on his fucking watch. Yeah, it's a goal or not a goal. Fine. But VAR is just annoying and takes time, and it's just another way they can screw over the small teams, as we saw with Fulham at the weekend. Was it Fulham? It was someone. Anyway, yeah, when they overruled it because he stood on his foot, like way in the build-up, and he wasn't even a fucking foul, and like the only person in the world who thought that was a fucking foul was the VAR twat. Like, so they overruled a perfectly good goal. It's just always in the favour of the fucking big teams, as usual. Like, it's just wank. I'd happily get rid of it, to be honest. Kev, where are your flag? I've got, well, like the former Home Secretary, I've got bunting. You can't see it's just off frame. But I've got bunting in a million different British flag colours and stuff. And flags and tablecloths and a tattoo of a flag on my cock. Fact. Yeah, England settled for this result fucking ages ago. But, you know, they got the job done. Fuck it, it's 3 points. And you've got to say, you know, 4 games into the qualifying campaign, maximum points. You can only beat who's in front of you. What are my thoughts on Major League Baseball using automatic ball strike system? I'm fine with it. I'm okay with that. That's the full time, by the way. So 2-0 England win. Bravo. Excellent stuff. The analysis is, it was a bit shit. the game's a bit shit. In terms of the baseball, yeah, no, I'm fine with that because you see some of these fucking umpires, and the strike zone they call is so weird and not at all the right shape or position, and it's just inconsistent rubbish. And they've made a run for their own backs, the umpires. To be honest with you, I can genuinely see a situation where they get rid of umpires at some point in the future and just do it automatic because you don't need them to be there, really. Or at least you don't necessarily need them calling strikes and balls at all. And there's a lot of fuddy-duddy shit as well around that. Like people thought, they're introducing this pitch clock. It's going to totally ruin the game. And it's made the game 10 times better. It just has. Stopping all these fucking mound visits after every fucking pitch. You know, it's way better. It's way better. Ireland is playing against Hungary later this evening. Indeed, they are. They kick off in about 10 minutes or something. Anyway, but I'm going to clock off from that at this point. And I will see you, hopefully, I think, in a couple of hours, I think, on the main channel, as it were. And we'll do some politics-related chicanery. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for... thank you, everyone, for joining me on this fantastic... first stream on the new channel. You could say you were here at the ground floor of something truly amazing in one of the most forgettable games of football you will ever see. England 2, Andorra 0. Yay, positive result. Who cares? Moving on. We'll be back on this channel. I might be back tomorrow. Actually, I might do something tomorrow afternoon before then doing the mainstream with Helena on the other channel, because there'll be football on tomorrow. There'll be a game of some kind, and then, but if not that, then I'll see you on this channel on Tuesday for the England game. Yes, award-winning journalism tomorrow. Yes, Tuesday night away at Serbia. I think that's a 7:30 kickoff if I recall. So I will see you then. I won't bother raiding into anyone because, like, can I be bothered? Can I be bothered? At this stage, no, I cannot. Thank you all for listening and watching. If you're not already, hit the subscribe/follow button and all of that.